Baseball card prices for 95% of the young players are about to drop, and if you time the market correctly, you can make a lot of money rebuying these cards in a few months. Before we get into the video, I'm giving away this Ohtani Refractor from Topps Chrome, pretty big card. All you got to do to enter is like the video, comment the word Ohtani, and be subscribed to the channel. Every year, the biggest mistake I see people making is right before the baseball season starts. People start buying into the hype, especially on the younger players and prospects. What most people don't realize is that's actually when their markets are most fragile. The prices aren't based on what they've done. It's all based on what they're going to do in the future and the hype surrounding that player. A lot of the times, the top 100 MLB prospect list, guys who were slated at the top of that list are going to sell for high prices, even if they haven't played a game in the majors yet. Take a look at the Connor Griffin market. He's selling for some of the highest numbers we've ever seen out of a prospect. $1,500 for his base PSA 10. And if you look at the top 100 MLB prospect list, he's right up there at the top. But the thing about Connor Griffin is he hasn't produced much in the majors yet, and his cards are selling for crazy high numbers. There's a good chance that he could be a really good MLB player, but in order to maintain these prices, he's going to have to hit the ball like Bobby Witt and Aaron Judge. And take a look at the number 2 prospect on the list, Kevin McConaughey. His Bowman first PSA 10 is selling for over $700. Most people that collect sports cards haven't even heard of this guy, and his prices are pretty high. But there's a good chance he's going to start in the minor leagues along with a lot of these players. And what happens when you start in the minor leagues? Nobody pays attention to your games. The hype is not on the minor leagues. It's all about who's hitting home runs in the MLB. So a lot of these guys are priced high now because of the preseason hype. But once the season starts and a lot of these guys are in the minors in 2-3 months, you're going to see their card prices selling for 60 cents on the dollar of what they're at today. One guy I used to buy pretty heavy that was risky is Robert Puason. This is a BGS 95 blue auto at a 150. His prices were really high back in 2020 and 2021. I was buying him and I refused to sell him because I believe long term that he had a chance to do well. He ended up busting tremendously. And that's what can happen with a lot of these guys who aren't proven. I probably paid $200-300 for this card, and now it's worth $10 to $15. So when you're buying young prospects in baseball, you have to stay up to date on the market, and you have to be watching all the prices and be careful of the future and make sure that you eliminate as much risk as you possibly can. Another reason card prices are going to go down is because most players aren't going to exceed their expectations preseason. And when that happens, their prices drop. We see this in every sport. 80 to 90% of the players that come in without an established market, that are in their second, third, or fourth year, they have to exceed what people are expecting of them for their stuff to go up. And most of the time, that just doesn't happen. This is a strategy that you want to use with other prospects like Connor Griffin and guys that you believe in long term. If they start the season out slow, you can get their cards on a massive discount, just like you could have year 2 for Julio Rodriguez, because he starts out slow almost every season. So a guy like Dylan Cruz, who had a bad first year, if you actually believe in him long term, it might be a good time to pick him up if he starts slow again. It's all about who you actually believe in 5-10 years will be a great solidified Hall of Fame baseball player. You want to buy them on the short-term downswings because people in the sports card market are so reactionary based on a couple weeks of play. You want to make sure that you're using that to your advantage. So the best strategy to be buying baseball cards is pick 5 to 10 players that you believe in long term are going to be great baseball players that are young. Monitor how they start the first couple months of the season. And let's say you see a couple guys that have slumped, but you actually think they're going to be great. You're probably going to see more of their high-end rare cards come up for sale because collectors start to get skeptical. And when that happens, they start selling their cards. So if a guy slumps, it's a great opportunity to pick up cards of his, especially the higher end, because they're going to be going 50, 60 cents on the dollar of what they would have been preseason. So keep that list in mind. I'm watching guys like Dylan Cruz, Connor Griffin, and some other prospects to see how they start the season, if they're in the minors or if they're playing in the majors. But pay attention to baseball card prices over the next couple months because they're going to be very volatile and it's going to create some good buying windows. If you want to enter the giveaway for the Ohtani, make sure to follow the instructions below. I appreciate you guys watching the video. Thank you very much. And I'll see you soon for some more sports card content.